everybody, Jeri Bellini here for My Arts and Parts, and today's video is a design team challenge for Gina B Ahrens, and the challenge is for the month of June, and it is art journaling. Art journaling, that's what it says right there. And I decided to work in my mini magazine playground journal, and if you're interested or curious about this, I did do some other videos on it, and I will leave a link in the description box below. But the pages, it's magazine pages, and I did this off camera. I put some white apple barrel paint down on these pages with my scrapey thing, and then I blow it dry. And sometimes I leave something that's interesting, I leave it available. So that's what I'm going to start with, and we're going to have some fun with this 2-page spread is what I'm going to do. And I'll be right back with the rest of my supplies, and we'll get started. All right, everyone, we are back, and I told you I would tell you about supplies. So we are going to be using a sheet of the words out of Gina's Etsy shop, and I printed mine on white paper. I have a lot of these printed out. Once you make the purchase from her Etsy shop, you have the download, and you can print out as many copies as you like. So I print them out on all different color papers because I use these words all the time. So I'm going to challenge you today to go to her Etsy shop, download that sheet of paper, I think it's $2 if I'm not mistaken, and sit and rip all the words up. Set them out on your desk, open up your journal that you're going to do your project in, and get something on the page. So either start with something that has a collage, or if you're using a magazine journal, start with a page that has an image on it. Don't do a blank page. And get some paint. Get some paint on your page. And I would like you to sit there for a minute and just look at your words and think about what you're about to do. You're about to do a project in your art journal. What does that mean? And what are you feeling today? What are you thinking about? You'd be surprised how many words are on this sheet. There's an awful lot of words on this sheet. I did not cut them all out. This is not every single word on the sheet. But if you look at these words, you are going to start to see sentences. You're going to start to see emotions, feelings, thoughts. I am challenging you to use these words and come up with a sentence. Now, I did that off camera. And I'm going to just put these down. And this is what my thought is. Okay, now I was thinking about using the dark one there just to make a statement. Okay. Blessed is the time you play with your art. That kind of jumped out at me. And then I also had another thought, and I'm going to put that down here. I'm going to add a D to inspired. So I have, blessed is the time you play with your art and look at life and be inspired. Wow. That's what I saw when I was looking at these words. You can see a ton of things here. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm also going to use this beautiful watercolor printout that I got from Gina's Etsy shop. I'll leave the link below. And this is a new design of hers that I'm going to use. Right. I just saw something else. So that says art journaling. That's part of the magazine. And I'm going to put the journey right there. All right, now I am not going to glue these down exactly as they are. I'm going to take them off now that I've got my sentences, and I'm going to blacken around the edge. So I will be right back. This is just the beginning of my journal page. I'll be right back. Alright, I came back because I wanted to show you how I'm going to outline my words. And I've done this before. I love this method. It's very simple. I've got a piece of paper, a white piece of paper, so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to use a Sharpie marker, and I'm just going to, and I decided to use purple because I'm going to let this beautiful image over here inspire me. And it's purple orchid colors. So I'm going to use purple, and I just kind of draw around the outside of the image, and you have to move a little quickly, because if you leave your pen in one spot for too long, it will create a big blurb. So now that I did that, I'll show it to you. All right, you see that? And it looks really pretty. So I'm going to take a few minutes and do around all my words, and then I'm going to glue them down, and then I'm going to create, I left some open space here to create something. I don't know what I'm going to create yet, but I'm going to let these sentences and this beautiful photograph and person inspire me. Now, when I look at this, I feel like this is me. And I am going on a journey in my art. I just wanted to touch base with you and show you what I've done so far. I glued that down. I'm real happy with that. And the piece that I had here that was the purple flowers, I decided to cut them apart. And so here they are in pieces, and I'm going to, I wanted to layer them, so that's why I cut them apart, and I'm going to glue them down up here in this corner. And I also, I'm still going to use the face, I also went through a magazine and cut out this body part. I'm going to do this and cut it off right here. And the next step, and that's why I didn't glue these down, because I'm not 100% positive what I want to do over here. So, but the next thing I know I want to do, and that's why I came back on, is to show you, is I cut out this little hole here in her arm, and I went in my stash and I found some green papers, and I'm going to cut something to be like a stem, and I'm gonna have it go through there because this is kind of like too much purple. It needs some life, and seriously, green gives everything life. So that's what I'm going to do next. And I'm not doing it on camera because it takes me a very long time to do this stuff. I think about it as I'm doing it, and so I didn't want to make the video way too long. Okay guys, I'm back. I've been working on this journal on and off all afternoon, and I just wanted to come back and show you what I've done. And thank goodness I didn't record the whole thing, because I think you'd kill me. I really kept getting up and sitting down and doing a little and thinking about it, and I enjoyed it. It's not finished, but I did want to come back on before I lose my light for the day and show you what I've gotten done so far. So this was the original, it said art journaling, and the whole thing was getting kind of bleh. So I felt it needed some yellow. So I colored the word art with yellow. And I don't know if you can see, but I did put a little bit of a border around the outside edge of yellow, and then I lined it with a pen. Now, I'm working on top of acrylic paint, and you know, lots of things don't work well on acrylic paint. You can use a Sharpie, but you will ruin the tip. I have been using this Unibazl Signo pen in bold and having a lot of luck with it. So I outlined this shape that I cut out of a magazine. Oh, I colored that in too with yellow. And I outlined my words inside and out. And I also made this piece from a piece of jelly paper. I just cut a shape from a jelly print. I just cut a shape, you know, and glued it down. So this is paper on top of here, and then I went on top of that with my Pitt pens, and just to make it look a little more natural. And I used the Pitt pens to make the leaves, and I just really just took my Pitt pens and just kind of smeared some leaf shapes there. And I did go around the leaf shapes with the black Unibazl Signo pen. I printed out Gina's face in black and white. I generally print everything that I get from her in black and white because my color printer kind of stinks. This is what you would get if you downloaded this in her store. You'll get a full sheet of these. They are purple, and the face, I can't remember. The face must have some kind of paint on it as well. She painted those. Those are her original faces. So mine was black and white, but since she had it purple in the store, I did it with purple and with my purple theme and just put a little lipstick and stuff, and I made brown eyes on there because I think I told you this is me. So I hope you're enjoying or you've enjoyed this process, and I haven't glued these down yet. I'm trying to decide. I feel like it needs something else over here, and I did go back over the white and put some gray on there. I just thought the gray would look pretty with the purple. I'm going to put something probably over there, and when I do, I'll come back and show you, and that will be the final stage of this. Okay, I'm back, and it is finished. I am very happy with it. So let me just do a quick recap. I started out with my inspiration was this download from Gina's Etsy shop, and also her words. The sentences created ideas for me, and from those ideas it spun off into this. I went through a magazine and cut out this body, and because I didn't want to draw my own, and used Gina's face, and there was a few empty spots here that I felt needed something, and so she got a little flower bow thing going on there. And here, of course, this was the arrow. This is from her Etsy shop too. Instead of using it as a stencil, I just used it to trace out the arrow showing the journey. And here it is. And I cut apart her watercolor flowers and re-glued them back in that manner. And this I covered up with Pitt pen, used Pitt pen. And this was my final thing, and this is a sticker that I made with a jelly printed sticker, and I just felt that I wanted her to let you know that this was fun. And it was a design team challenge for Gina Ahrens Etsy, and I hope you enjoyed me going through this process with you. I hope you're going to try that with the words, the challenge that I offered you in the beginning. It was really a lot of fun, and to be honest with you guys, I don't do a whole lot of this kind of art journaling, but I really enjoyed it. So that's it for today, and I hope you have a blessed day full of love and art, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.